This is Katana. She's got my back. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Bring it down, yo!
Okay, I'm waiting for the punchline.
You talking to me?
I'm vengeance.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Ever dance with the devil in the pale moon?
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
Good day, sir!
Think, Mark, Bates! Now let's do this!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 12th episode of Screenshots. If this is your first time meeting us, let me tell you how the show works. We all have written down 5 words pertaining to the movie or TV show that we're reviewing. Today is Suicide Squad. And when one of us says one of those words, I call them danger words, you will hear this ding, and then that person who said the word has to take a shot. Suicide Squad, Johnny, what's it making?
You know, it's funny. The first Suicide Squad, nobody really liked that much. It didn't get good reviews. But it made a lot of money, and it would have made $1 billion if it was released in China, but it wasn't because it had ghosts in it. But this one is really good, and it's going to underperform. It made $26 million this weekend.
Why?
China doesn't allow like demonic presences. And Katana, when she has her sword in it, she has like the souls of everyone she kills.
Isn't that weird? It's crazy, right?
Because she is fucking Katana.
This is Katana. She's got my back. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
You actually did that really well.
Yeah,
that was actually really good.
I'm surprised you like remembered that.
Anyway,
wait, let me find the. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So it's gonna make it's projected to make $26 million this weekend, which even in the age of COVID is still a little underwhelming. It was projected. Black Widow made 80.
What? How much do you think of that went into Disney Plus?
Well, Black Widow, but also, what do you mean?
Like how much do you think they missed out in the box office?
I don't know, but they made $60 million on Disney Plus.
Because how much do you think they missed out on the Suicide Squad box office because of HBO?
I have no idea.
It was free on HBO.
Well, that's part of it too, because I remember I was telling you guys before we left the theater that Black Widow was $30 on Disney Plus. HBO Max, you got right on, you watched it.
Right.
Squad.
Oh, really?
No problem.
Yeah. Free.
Yeah, true.
And but it looks like it's so. But also this might be a movie where, because Black Widow had a big drop off. Maybe since this is good, it might stay in theaters for a long time, since it's like now the whole the Delta scares or whatever. People don't want to go to movies now, but it might make some of its money back.
Podcast is over.
Huh?
We're done.
But it made $72 million worldwide. I don't know what the budget was.
I could see why like some people might see this and be like, why do I want to go see Suicide Squad again? Like, it's why did they name it the same exact thing? They should.
I like how they named. I like how they named it the Suicide Squad.
The Suicide.
Oh, is that the difference? That's it.
Yeah.
Well, they wanted it to be a soft reboot.
Squad.
They didn't want to. They wanted the stories to be present, but they didn't want to, completely just chop away.
Is it a reboot and not a continuation?
It's basically a sequel, but it's not.
Sequel,
it has nothing to do with the first one, except.
But then, meanwhile,
it doesn't feel like the fate of the world is depending on what happens in this.
What do we got with spoilers on this, by the way?
We have
10 minutes.
Yeah, my apologies. We got like 8 more minutes before spoilers.
I almost dropped some shit.
Oh shit!
I
was gonna say wait, but then we started talking.
Can I just say this one in the first Suicide Squad? It's like they already had the squad like together, but they didn't have a mission yet. And then they had like, the villain's rapping. He's gonna make some moves and stuff. It's gonna be a whole world changing thing. And then the mission starts, and it feels like they're going to save the world. Their first mission is to save the world. But I liked how this just felt like, at first at least, just felt like a mission that they were like a random mission they were on.
Understood. Yeah, that's cool. I like that because the problem I had with the first one was that I feel like they tried so hard to make us like be in love with the characters.
It worked. I like the characters. The movie sucks.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I understand, but like in this one, I feel like I organically started to like them.
They picked too many A-list actors that you knew weren't gonna fucking.
Yeah, like honestly, Will Smith's great, but I didn't like him not as.
Ding.
Which one? What was it?
Will Smith.
No way. I put Will Smith too.
Oh, both crossed him off. All right, Kelly. So you're gonna see why they make fun of me until next month. I like can't drink for a little bit, so they have to cause me pain.
That's
you
kind
have
of
to do it right though.
You son of a bitch! Shut up.
That's kind of hot.
Like that.
Oh my gosh! First shot of the game, but even though it's oh my gosh, fuck! That wasn't even that bad, you pussy. Woo! Fucking idiots.
That's my.
Crossed it off the
I
list.
never get him good. I never get him.
He gets
good.
me so good.
Okay,
He got me once, and I had like a mark in my hand for 2 days. It hurt in the shower. It was weird.
when I had class, when you used to shoot him across the room like the piece of paper one, you
Yeah.
hit people in the fucking
Idiot.
neck.
Yeah.
God
I have
damn
a
it.
video. I have a video from high school of me just slapping Kelly in the face out of nowhere. And he looks up at me
You
like,
sent me that the other day.
Well, look. So
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like when I see Will Smith act. I don't see the character. I see Will Smith. So I'm like, I don't care. But in this, I like Idris Elba. I haven't seen him in anything since Thor, and even then he was barely in it. So when I saw him, like I didn't see him as Idris Elba. I saw him as that character, the Will Smith, the Deadshot. What's it called? Discount Deadshot. Is that character real?
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, he's real. He's like
That's a real
well,
character?
there's so many characters
Wait, what are you
within that
talking-
universe
wait, what
that
are
are
you
like
talking about?
identical.
So I'm saying the character Idris was and character Will Smith was kind of like the same person.
Well, the only reason
you
Will
mean
Smith wasn't
Bloodsport?
back in it was because they had scheduling conflicts.
Oh, understood.
So then they took Bloodsport's a real character.
He is.
Yeah, he's pretty canon. He was actually debuted in the Superman
What?
comic
Dang
in
him.
the 80s.
He said blood.
He said blood.
Oh, you
So
scum.
Kellett has
I said it too.
he's got to be a little bit of a pussy tonight. Not too much. Less of a pussy than Johnny. He's got to take. He drinks. How much are you drinking?
I don't know. I drank a few in the parking lot.
Jesus Christ.
He was sitting in his car.
I'm like 2 down here already.
So he's got to his penalty is a beer that he's already in the process of drinking.
The
So
Corona premieres are pretty good.
Corona premieres.
Cheers.
We're getting
Cheers.
flagged because we say Corona now.
Hey, you should get advertisement for this bitch.
Yeah. Hey,
Actually,
we got
can I
9.
have one now? I want to succumb to peer pressure.
How about you fucking suck?
That's not gonna happen. I won't do that.
Okay,
I'm a
but
normal
so I
person.
didn't.
Barker loves gay porn.
I
Whoa.
Whoa.
Easy there.
I-
Ding. No.
Better than you.
Goodbye to the movie podcast. Let's talk about. But no, listen, shut up. So when I watched Will Smith, I was like, oh, what? He's just Will Smith. And even when I watched Margot Robbie, I'm like, oh, it's just Margot Robbie. But
She's so hot.
in this, shut the hell up. I don't want to say his name because I feel like it's gonna be worse. Is it Keeper or Maker?
Oh, we
It's
said we can't.
Maker.
Maker.
Oh yeah, we can't do character names. Fuck you guys. Peacemaker.
Dang it.
You can't do character
Yeah, but you
names.
said peace.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh. You gotta make loopholes for
let me
this
let
guy.
me finish talking while you do this. Okay, don't interrupt. When I was watching Peacemaker, come on, Johnny. Oh, that wasn't that. Oh no, it's growing.
I think you're just getting used to it.
No. It's like starting to
You picked. He picked the thick one so they don't hurt. The coward.
watching
Hold on, wait, let's-
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Watching Peacemaker, I didn't have a problem with that. Like I know who it is, but I didn't have a problem with it because it was really comical. So it
What are your
didn't.
overall thoughts on the movie?
I see you and I have different, and you want to just rate it now? Might as well.
No, they haven't even talked about just overall thoughts on the movie.
I liked it. I liked it. I did, but it wasn't something I was excited for, and it's not something I'm excited to see again in the future, like a sequel. But I was very happy that I went, and I'm very happy they did it at all. And I think that was a really good way to go see this movie. Have no expectations. And you can have expectations and still enjoy it. But I didn't have any expectations, and it was like I felt comfortable. It was very good for me. That was my take on it. But with the characters, even though they're A-list, I didn't get it wasn't off-putting to me because they did it in a comical way. And the other ones that were very serious, like Idris Elba, I haven't seen him enough to be put off by him.
Right.
But what else? What about you guys?
I loved it. I thought it was like from being like a movie that it's like a comic movie, it felt like it was straight out of a comic book. Oh, you
Ooh, first actual shot of the game. Which would you like tonight? Hendrix.
I like the golden
Goldenschlager?
Schlager.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
go
good.
for it.
Yeah, but you know, I felt like, especially the transition shots that they had with like where they put the title sequence in like grained in.
Had a
parts.
playful
I
feel to it.
Yeah, I like
Very
that
in
kind
the
of stuff.
shot and the theme.
And I like how they had like parts of the action sequences. It just took like a random turn, like in the. This is not a spoiler, but Harley Quinn's fight sequence was in the flowers.
Oh yeah.
That was so random, but it didn't not fit.
Right.
But
it was
the,
cool.
the purpose of what they did that for was to show like when you're inside of their imagination too.
Yeah,
Because it follows her through the scene, but then like they said, like when the music fades in and out from being what's it called? Like it's I don't know film stuff all that well, but it's like when it's that diegetic or something.
Non-diegetic.
Oh,
yeah.
And then when it's like it's stereo like
Nice.
around them.
Nice film reference. Nice.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with Johnny here. I know he's gonna be spitting some shit later.
Johnny's head's already big enough. We don't need
The
this.
thing about the premises of this film. No. I would say this is definitely better than the first one, even though when I watched the first one, I was just too excited to think it wasn't good for it.
No, I like
But
the first
I
one
do
too.
I do think I still like the characters from the first one. This is obviously a better movie. I think this one was way better at. In the first Suicide Squad, the only consequences you saw for like them not abiding by the rules or whatever was like Slipknot, and nobody cared about him. But even though this one was like funnier and it felt like it felt more uncompromising and more brutal behind the killing than the first one did. Like the first one felt light in terms of the kind of bleakness to how
It was PG-13.
This one was
the
this
first one.
yeah,
You gotta
true.
remember that.
This
yeah.
one was way more bleak in terms of like.
It's
the
weird that
concept.
you say that though, because the first one is I feel very dark and grungy, whereas this one's very colorful and
I don't know, dude.
like the way they filmed it and like the themes of it was very dark and like
Well, that was the problem with the studio too. When they took over, they added in all that colorful stuff, and then like they tried to make it Guardians of the Galaxy when it was out, and that was their big pushing point. You know, putting like all the stereo tracks in instead of the regular themes. They had Hans Zimmer, I think, wrote the original score for
Did
the
they?
Air Cut. Yeah, so it was supposed to be this big like epic thing like Zack Snyder does.
well because I think it didn't go well because of that reason too. It's like the first one was so dark and grungy, at least the themes were, and it was like what's his name with the fire, the guy that plays with fire,
El
Like,
Diablo.
El Diablo, like his story is like, oh my gosh, how horrible is that? But in this one, although it's more killing, more violent, it's very light-hearted. You know?
I
No,
agree.
but I'm not saying this one's darker. I'm saying it's in terms of the death in it.
That's
It's
like a
much more
prominent
it's
theme
much
in it,
more
what he's saying.
it's much more brutal, visceral, and bleak
Yeah, like-
in this one. And then the first one just felt like, okay, that one now the death is out of the way. Now let's just follow these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like focus on it more.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's way
Can we
more.
get into spoilers?
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
get into spoilers.
Last
We-
minutes.
Like
yeah,
when-
let's how are we gonna rate the movie this time?
We're gonna how many? Oh wait, can I say a thing I saw on Letterboxd? This kid I met on the Joker set. His review for the movie, because in the first Suicide Squad, Will Smith goes, "So that's it, huh? We're some kind of Suicide Squad." And this one, his review for the movie was, "So that's it, huh? We're some kind of Suicide Squad."
Very funny. Very funny.
So how about I give it out of Suicide Squads, I give it
He's like, what the
I give it
Minute.
1.5 squads
We're rating out of 2 suicide
out of 2.
squads?
What do you give it out of 2?
Not do it like
I give
that,
it
but
I
it's
give it
so
1.5 Suicide Squads.
No, how many? No. We'll do how many squad members out of 20? You could have 20 because total we had
Holy
like
fucking balls.
yeah. How many squad members?
I give it 17 squad members out of 20.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew
Well, it's
every.
not 20. It's like I'm trying to think of the ratio because normally you just do out of 10.
I give it 13 squad members out of 20.
Wait, I
That
didn't
seems
know.
like a harsh score though.
I
No,
give it-
That's
Because like a 10
less
would
than
be
60.
50%.
no. I'm gonna tell you why. We rate things very differently. I feel like to me, like a 50% is okay. I was able to like occupy my time and not be upset. 6, like the next step up, like 75% or like 60% is like, yeah, I liked it, and then that keeps getting better. So 50% to me is just my time was occupied
Well,
well.
What would you guys say?
I'll fuck that up a little bit. I'm like I was saying before, it's like I'm super biased towards this stuff. Like I live on superhero movies.
How
Like,
many squad members then?
Did you like it, love it, or hate it, or think it was okay?
I loved it, but I didn't expect much from it. You know, if I
Right.
walk into a Batman movie, I'm just like, this better. Like if this doesn't make me come, it's a problem.
Oh my god!
I had to look at Danny when I said it.
He was like waiting to say.
No, but like in all reality, it's like I walked into this movie just like Shazam, just like Aquaman. I wasn't expecting much, but it's because
Good.
the universe has failed before. So I'll give it 18 squad members.
18 squad members.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Barker?
I give it.
It's a satisfying
I was
movie.
gonna say I give it 18 squad members, and then there's
beat
one
me so
guy just
bad.
cut in half.
Oh, so
18 and
Yeah.
18 and a half squad members.
Yeah.
The top half and the lower half.
Is it
You know
is
which
it the
half.
detachable kids? Wait, do you give it?
You know what
Is the extra squad member the part of the squad? Is it the detachable kid's arms or his
Yeah.
body?
Well, you
It's
can't
the
use his
detachable
fucking arms
guys.
anymore if you fucking
Yeah.
paid
Wait,
attention
wait,
to
wait,
the
wait,
scene.
wait, sure. Spoilers.
Oh,
I
Go.
thought you said it already passed.
No, now it's
Alright.
spoilers.
okay, yeah.
We have to rate it first. It's okay.
Fuck that
doesn't
guy's
matter.
arms though. My bad.
Fuck the detachable kid's arm.
And go.
Men have mustaches, Frank. Yeah, but real men actually grow them, huh?
No, I have a hormone disorder.
I honestly don't even have much to say.
Just
because
death,
Right.
death. Like,
Yeah.
the first fucking 10 minutes, you see
Which is
like
great.
what, like 10 people
Wait.
die.
They kind of did the Invincible thing with the first set of characters.
Oh yeah.
When I
yeah.
saw all those characters, I knew it.
Or like in Deadpool.
Oh,
2,
like
were
oh,
like
they walk up with the big
basic-
American flag in the
they're
background.
just like
and
the
it's just like-
basic characters. I knew they were gonna die. Like I
Yeah,
just
there's
knew they were gonna die.
Yeah, and even in all the trailers, like they're not anywhere except
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
the first.
I don't know. With like Invincible, it's like they
Spoilers
portray-
spoilers for Invincible.
yeah, fuck Invincible.
But you don't expect them to all get like they prop them up like they're gonna do this big mission.
I could honestly say I was expecting every single one to get murked.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting. Well, I
Because
could say whatever I
at least
want
I'm
now.
They
expecting-
Right?
did something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. In
Like,
the
say whatever
first
you
one.
want.
Like I knew like Rick Flag and Boomerang.
You really think so?
I didn't think Boomerang was gonna die in the beginning, but then when he
Yeah, that
gets
was
fucking
sad.
barraged with fucking palm
Yeah.
trees and then a helicopter lands on top
Mhm.
of him, that was crazy to me.
Didn't bother me that he died.
Well, it didn't bother me, but it's just like that really sets the stakes where you're just
Right.
like, holy crap!
and
like,
that's the thing.
they'll
that
actually kill anybody here besides Harley Quinn.
Right,
They're
like
not gonna
nobody-
kill Harley
yeah,
Quinn.
yeah.
She's
Harley
the
Quinn-
only money maker in the movie.
she was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only. Oh, apparently not. But
Wow.
she
Idris
she was
Elba
the only one that
clearly
felt
isn't too great.
unkillable. But I liked in this like when like Boomerang died or like Peacemaker died allegedly. I was like you get like shit that like I don't like that. But then you're like, wait a minute. If you don't like it, the whole point is that the character was good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It was a good. You're like, I want to see more of
yeah.
that.
They did their job fulfilling what the character's supposed to be. The actor.
That's a
did
good
their
Right.
job.
point. That's a good point. Never thought
That
about
is
it
a really
that
good
way.
point.
Thanks. I'm full of them.
This fucking.
You're
guy.
full of yourself.
Don't worry. I got
o'clock.
plenty of them.
I gotta have a podcast one day where I just complain about Johnny. I
Yeah.
gotta let some steam off. You know.
I'll make sure I'll fly back for that one.
You want to
Yeah,
come?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fly. You let me
guys-
know when that
Yeah,
is,
on it.
and he
Yeah.
can sit here. We could do a roast of Johnny Cruz.
Oh my god.
I'm, like,
And I can
crying.
Like,
and I can be like,
Stupid jokes. Stupid jokes.
I'll
all
go
the
where you
time.
make burgers and tell you how to make burgers.
Well, I'll tell you what. I haven't seen them, and like you was the last time I saw you was 2 years ago when we filmed what Blessed and Meek,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
And
blessed
then-
of me. Go. We'll tag that.
Yeah, but then the first thing he says to me is one of his dumb
Wait,
jokes,
get him.
and he had
Wait,
me
hold
at
on,
first.
get him. You said first,
Cunt.
what?
That really?
like the first Suicide Squad. I put
Oh,
that, and he
Jeez.
said it a
Look at
bunch
him
of
go.
times.
Look
But
at him go.
yeah, but I didn't want to get you with the rubber band again. It was boring.
Oh, I don't know. If that's a. I can't really stop him though.
What did you get? What did you?
Fucking idiot.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, I would say Peacemaker. Honestly,
Me too.
He's sick.
I don't
I
want to
like
be that typical.
Bloodsport's a close.
I
second.
don't want.
like
I don't want to be that
Ratcatcher.
typical guy who likes the leader, but Bloodsport ran it for me.
Yeah.
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 Bro, how funny though
Yeah.
the scene with Peacemaker when we walked up and his fucking no clothes
Oh
on.
yeah, he has no. He's just in.
So how about when he walks by the guy and there's the guy sleeping on the I guess he's like injured and he just like he like five
Oh, yeah,
taps
he's
him with
like-
the
yeah,
axe
yeah,
as he's walking by. Just
I like that scene, but also I was watching that scene. Like, how did like? Are they deaf? Like, how are they not hearing any of this?
it's like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like in the
They would
Batman Arkham games. You
Right.
take out 10 guys and you turn over and somehow the other 5 guys
They're
didn't
still
notice.
talking.
Yeah,
it's like
they're
a
still
man that just
talking.
beat somebody up, and we didn't.
Yeah, it's like you,
Yeah,
you just
right,
heard someone's
right.
arm get
Right.
snapped in half and a dude get ripped open. What
was
was a
like
shark
the-
eating people too,
Even
right
though
there?
Yeah.
I thought the scene was like I liked the scene, but there was like 5 times where like like in a movie where the stealth is like, all right, the stealth is broken, like now we go. I thought that was gonna be like 5 of the things. There was like 5 of those. Like, all right, now they're not stealth anymore. I'm like, wait, they're still stealthy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I still
But I
like.
like the twist of that scene, how they just killed a bunch of the good guys.
Yeah,
That was
but
so funny.
why
Yeah, as
is
soon
that?
as they open
Yo,
the
that
curtain.
lady just doesn't care at all.
Yeah, she didn't give a fuck.
Well,
She went-
she said in the scene that the original family that they hung at the beginning too killed her whole family, so that's why they have the regime.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess she just has people joining her side to
Yeah.
defend the
Yeah,
island
yeah,
as
yeah.
disposable people, just so
But
she
you
can
don't
get
think-
into the palace.
It's
You
an end
don't-
to a means.
She's on
Means
this
to an
like
end.
fortress with all them. You don't think she cared about any of them?
I think she cared
enough
about some
to,
of them.
like-
Well, she
I don't
was
know.
cr-
Milton was pretty fucking cool.
Milton was.
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
that
R.I.P.
was done
Milton.
perfectly,
Yo,
dude.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I turned to Danny, I went, "Why the fuck is he there?"
I
Yeah.
heard you guys laughing about that, and like since I cheated and I saw the movie a little bit,
Wait, what?
You missed out on what
Oh
he
yeah,
was
you
saying?
didn't hear that.
we had a whole conversation about this with you just gargling balls in the back, I guess. But
Oh, what the?
Yeah, he already saw it. That was his second time seeing it.
I told you the story before. I logged on HBO Max and I thought it was gonna cost $30. I went to watch the Snyder Cut and I was just like,
Yeah,
"Oh, this is free." I was like, "Fuck these guys, I'm gonna watch it."
Yeah. Why
Sorry,
did we?
guys.
Why did we pay for it?
That's what I was thinking.
I wanted to see it in the movies.
All right.
We really could have just watched it at my house.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
drive all the way here and record.
Well, it's the same.
Johnny's like, I wanted to see it in the movie.
No one could hear what you
Honestly,
just said.
I haven't been to the movie theaters in 2 years, so this was a treat.
Yeah,
for
how'd
me.
you feel about going back to the theaters and this being your first one?
It's crazy. I think the last movie I saw in theaters was Joker. So that's
Wow.
2019.
Wow, yeah.
In what, like November, October? I don't know what
October.
fucking
It
month
was
that
October
was.
4th.
Of course you remember
We
that.
saw that, right? We all saw that together, I think.
No, I was in Tampa.
How would you guys feel
Yeah.
about...
We saw the last movie I saw with you guys before that was fucking. Did you just fucking fart? It's gonna stink over here, bro. Justice League, the original one.
Yeah.
Justice League, we saw together.
Why did you call it that?
Because Josh Whedon was the
Oh,
director.
Josh
yeah.
Whedon was
They
the director and
had to
ruined
reshoot
it.
Oh.
Johnny knocked over an empty can that's under the
Oh.
table.
How would you guys think about, speaking of Joker, if he was in the movie?
No, there's no reason for him.
Would you that
There's
upset
no
Also,
you?
reason.
Jared
be.
Leto's Joker, I don't really care about that much.
I'm a fan of Jared Leto's Joker only for the continuity of which he killed Robin. That's it. So like in the
Oh,
Snyder
yeah.
Cut where Batman talks to
Yeah,
him,
it's
like
cool.
that scene, rock hard. I love that shit.
Yeah, I like that scene. I liked him in that scene. I didn't like him in the first one, but in the first one, it was edited by a trailer company, so I don't blame him.
Yeah, the first Suicide Squad really kind of botched his career because he's probably one of the best actors around when you see every other thing he's in. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the main person I asked about is you. Was like, what do you think about his other acting? You know, whatever else he does.
I think he's great.
He's really good. In
He's like a
Requiem for
Christian
Dream.
Bale. He kind of not like acting like
No, he's good.
chops wise,
fucking
but like
good.
he does a lot of crazy shit to his body, and he gets in character.
Are you guys finding it hard to like come up with a lot of things to say about the movie? Like I just had it was
No.
just it is for
'Cause
me.
I think we just keep going.
no,
We
but
just keep going back to the
but
first
like I'm
Suicide
trying
Squad.
to think of like, okay, now what can I say about to bring it back? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just like if I had to describe
I thought
this movie,
Starro was like a crazy, scary thing.
if I had to describe this movie one more time, it'd be it's like a warm blanket. It's like I'm just cozy. Like I don't really have. It's not.
I don't think it was meant to be anything else, though. It's not meant to be your favorite movie ever. That's why all these characters they pick are so disposable. It's meant to be like, all right, here's a cool fucking movie that you could watch, enjoy, and it's like, hopefully, whoever you like best survives. If not,
Right.
they'll
Like,
probably die in
James-
the second
James
or
Gunn said
third
it's
one.
supposed to be just like a war movie, but
Yeah,
with like these dumb characters.
Yeah, it's literally you got to think about it like how best to describe it. It's just it's like the A Team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Except
kind
they
of
don't
it's kind
fucking-
of there's something
and then-
farcical about
exactly.
it, especially
How
the
many-
first mission.
Four characters survive at the end, right?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
Ratcatcher
We're-
2,
yeah.
Bloodsport. Oh, well, if you don't count Peacemaker,
King Shark.
but the
Shark.
main four that survive are Ratcatcher 2, Harley. And,
He just called
King-
him King Shark.
King Shark.
He tried to say King Shark. He said King Shark.
yeah, he fucking sharded over here before.
Yeah, 90%. I think like 90% died.
Yeah,
It was the
I
Suicide
like
Squad.
that. I also liked how
The
they
tagline was "Don't get too attached" when they first announced the cast.
But that's how
It was
it's
like,
supposed to
it was,
be.
Don't get too it. Was yeah, it's supposed
Well,
to
the
be.
guy
like
who
that.
injects Savant, Michael Rooker's character in the beginning, is the writer of the first Suicide comic.
John Ostrand.
Oh,
John
shit.
Ostrander, yeah. So that's the first in the first comic. I think 20 out of 21 members of the team die in the first comic.
In-
He made characters for that.
What I think one of the best parts about this movie is it's 2 hours and 12 minutes, but it felt like it was much longer, but it didn't like drag. It wasn't. I didn't get bored or anything.
Yeah.
It felt like
I think it's just because the third act is very
Right.
rewarding.
It felt a lot
with
but-
Starro.
but it felt a lot longer than it was. It felt like you were with the characters for a really long time. Like it felt like 3 episodes of a TV show or something like that. not-
I get what you're saying.
Right.
I think watching it again, obviously, the only parts that drag are just when you're trying to follow what they think they did well that I didn't understand at first that no other movie has ever done is how they do. All right, this is what they're doing for this 8 minutes, and then it jumps back 8 minutes later to the other side of the team
well,
doing
That's
that.
what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I like how they
I
had
love
those,
that.
Those
Well, they
little
do that
But I
little
didn't
things.
catch on to that at first. I was just like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What are the other teammates doing?" And then I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we're
Right.
gonna
That's
show
what I
it. We're
did
gonna show it
think
in
about
full.
that.
We're not gonna go
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. We're gonna
That's
go
what
here
people
it
don't
is.
understand.
Here it
Yeah.
is."
That's cool.
People
though.
don't understand about films or is when like people write a scene and you're like, what are like the other guys doing just like a second ago? People don't realize that like when it cuts to a different scene, it's meanwhile.
Yes.
That's why in like comic
Yes.
books it says meanwhile, like that's the whole thing. But in this they actually basically said meanwhile.
Yep. 8 minutes ago, but here's what they were doing during when this.
Yeah,
all
I
led up to
like
this.
that.
That
That's
was a
cool.
per-
I thought it was. I
Those
think
are
every
all-
movie should do that from now
yeah.
on, especially comic book wise.
Those are all.
What do
perfect.
you mean every movie should do
Every
that?
comic book movie should do that because every time that people review comic book movies, they always shit on it, saying, "Oh, it drags out too
Yeah.
long. Oh, these scenes didn't make sense. It felt really choppy. No, it wasn't.
It's
you
meanwhile.
just don't know what the fuck is going on because
It-
you're dense.
It annoys me when people say this doesn't make any sense because they would have gotten to that location already. It's like, no, this happened. It's meanwhile, not
concurrent.
after,
Yes.
not
It's
before.
concurrently.
Yeah. So that annoys me. Wait, I thought you said something?
Huh?
I thought you were gonna
I
say
thought
something.
I liked how the thinker. I felt they're like he's super smart. Like we get his brain operate. Like I never felt like he was operating on like a different level than them.
Yeah, not at all.
Like, he kind of just felt like nothing.
He was kind of
But
just doing
It was
light bulbs in his
I
head
feel like
to
it
me.
was
Right.
implied by like the fact that he was working on that stuff for so long, but he
Yeah,
was
what, 30
obviously
years,
just
right?
evil.
Right. But he doesn't do anything smart to outsmart them. He just brings them down there as like, you
Yeah,
idiots. And then
yeah.
I like how, but I think, dude, Starro was freaking me out. Like, I'd be,
Oh, that is
like when
creepy.
he's getting,
I think that was a perfect use of Starro,
When you
too.
see the tendrils, I'm like, oh, no.
It's
Yeah,
such a dumb
disgusting.
character, but then it's like they also gave it. They gave. I think this Suicide Squad did a lot of good work making like emotion into it. Because even Starro at the end, like what was the guy's last line? He was like,
I was
he was like, I was happy floating, looking at the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
that's
means
kinda
he was like, you
sad.
abducted me, and then you made me a monster. Fucking A.
What do you say?
Stars. You kept saying Starro, and I'm like,
You were
fuck,
waiting
that's
for
not
it.
it. That's not it.
You were
That's
sitting
not
there like
it.
this. You were sitting there like
I'm like,
this.
fuck. I kind of upset
I'm out of
that
beer. Johnny stole my other one.
Hey, oh, you're out?
we need another one. All right.
One of my words.
What was one of your words? Oh wait,
I don't want to say.
that's one of my words.
What, shot?
Beer.
Ah, fuck.
I'll go get you more. I'll be right back.
No, you don't have to get up. I'll just do,
You're gonna
I'll do
edit.
vodka.
You're gonna edit this part out.
Absolutely not. You keep talking.
extra
All right, get
shot
vodka.
glass?
Yeah, right there.
Fill me up.
Wait, you want to try this? This is pretty good.
Fill me up. It
Tastes like
sounds gay.
fire-
I know
Fireball.
this. Will, I can handle this for sure.
Okay, go for it.
I only drink vodka and beer
Tastes
normally.
like Fireball. I feel like.
Also,
I do like Fireball.
I really liked how a lot of the like there was a few characters that were just like, oh yeah, anything is deadly is that deadly weapon in his hands.
Yeah, she
And he's like,
said
"Wait
that
a minute."
twice.
And then I liked how
Yeah,
I was
they were
like,
like, wait, that's me.
Hey, I'll take. Just to be
oh,
fair,
wait,
I'll take
I
one.
poured you
Full,
a big shot.
I'll take
I'm
one
sorry.
full one. It counts as two.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Cheers.
But I
Beautiful.
was, at first when they saw Peacemaker and Bloodsport, when they showed him like,
Right.
oh, they have the same thing. I'm like, isn't it gonna be weird if like we have just two characters to do the same thing? But then I liked how they were trying to one up each other in that one scene. Like that's so good. And then
Oh, when
and
he
then-
said the
and
thing,
that's
yeah.
such a good
the
moment.
foreshadowing of the
where he
smaller
goes,
bullets.
yeah, but it's different when what I do is dope as fuck.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
turned Bloodsport turns around and goes, fuck, he's right. Like
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
And nobody
that whole
minds to show off
scene-
when it's fucking cool.
Mm.
Yeah, that was
That
funny.
whole scene was sick.
You know what-
just the
You know what else was cool is how they explained each other's backstories without having to like take away too much from the story.
Right. I thought it was
Yes.
a little bit like, okay, let's just. Here's who I am, and this is what I do, and this is why I'm here. Like that, I thought it was a little bit like that sometimes.
Mhm.
But I thought
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that Taika Waititi was her dad.
Yeah, I thought that
that
was
was
so
funny.
nice.
The director
Well,
of Thor.
also the girl who plays Mantis is the main
Yeah, she
dancer
was
in the
the
strip
she
club.
was the
when
strip
the red.
club. I was gonna tell you about
she's
that.
the dancer in the front when they focus on the stage.
Oh.
Palm
someone else was in
Kleinentoff
it.
or whatever.
And then his brother Sean Gunn was Calendar Man and Weasel.
Yeah, he did the motion capture for Weasel. Nice.
Right.
He said gun.
Dude, Kellett's getting fucking hammered. What the?
Go ahead.
Well, you took.
Go ahead.
Give me a half of one.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, did you? Nah, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. Nice.
That's half.
Welcome to the show.
I'm just not gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
Before I go for work.
It was nice knowing you.
Oh my
He has to drive
god.
home.
I'll be all right. I've had worse.
I hope so. I'm not kicking you out, so
No, I know.
whenever you're ready.
Can I ask what was your favorite, like the two like interactions? Like what two characters were your favorite to watch interact?
Besides the best two characters in the movie,
What are you talking about?
Peacemaker and what's his name?
Bloodsport?
Yeah, besides
Yeah.
them.
Sure.
That's
Ratcatcher 2 was hot.
I
Can you
didn't
look
pay
up
enough.
Look up that actress right now.
Not
Do you-
everything is about.
No, she's hot. I don't care.
Uh,
Bang, come on.
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't really. No one else really had much chemistry for me.
Well,
What about
Ratcatcher 2 was like the heart of the
Ratcatcher and
movie.
yeah, Ratcatcher and.
Well, it's kind of like they were.
Yeah, what about what?
Oh yeah, no, they
Yeah,
were like
Shark.
a Freak the Mighty kind of
Yeah.
combination. Remember that
I
book
don't
from
know.
when you read it in
Yeah.
middle school, I guess.
King Shark was just. I liked seeing the emotion because when he thinks he makes like these friends with
Oh, it
the
depressed
little
me.
fish.
Oh yeah, he's like new
and
dumb
then
friends.
they just attack him, and he falls off the building. You could see a tear coming.
Yeah,
out
that
of
was
his eye.
sad. I didn't like that at all.
That's so sad because he's just got to be so lonely.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
I
he gets
feel
up and
so
bites
bad
the
for
fucking
him.
dude's head off. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta remember.
Yeah,
it
doesn't
because
take a lot to
he's
please
depressed.
him.
He has to eat. Yeah, he depressed eats.
That's
Yeah,
why
it
he's
doesn't
I
take a
all.
lot
support
to
King
please
Shark.
him.
I wanted that movie.
Yeah.
If the only person I would have been upset with dying was King Shark mainly.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would.
I already knew Harley Quinn
I
wasn't
thought-
going to.
I
so.
was scared for a second because I like the twist
Oh,
of those
yeah.
piranha things or whatever they were. They were all cute, and then they just turn around. They just wanted to eat them.
That's what he just
Yeah,
said.
it looked like he was gonna die.
Yeah, that thing
Turn that shit around. Let him see it.
Let me see.
Turn it
when
around.
what do you call it? But when he
That's fucking.
I don't know. Kind of looks like my sister.
they
I can't really.
when they start eating him, I was like, and then you see like
I
the
feel
red.
awkward.
A little bit.
I literally just said I want to add her to spank bag. He said, "Look at my sister." Bring her in here. Right?
Oh my god. I mean, from a certain point of view. I mean, I guess my favorite interaction
Wait,
was.
can I finish what I was saying?
Oh, I thought you finished.
Say
Go
too
ahead.
much.
No, I didn't. Was trying to. When King Shark was getting eaten by the piranhas and like the foamy red stuff, I thought that was just his death.
Oh really?
And I went, what?
Well, I like how they showed like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn and then Idris Elba's Bloodsport really ran up and they were trying to pull him off before they fell off the building. They were like, all right, fuck
Yeah.
it, maybe he'll live.
Yeah, there's nothing they can.
He was
do
kind of
about
just
it.
that brick of a character that walked around. And it was like he'd walk back into scene and they'd be like, you're alive, holy shit.
I
That
don't.
was it.
I don't like how like he didn't do anything though. He just ate people. Remember when she was like, "You need him to break into the building"? It's like,
Yeah,
no,
it would
we
have been
didn't.
cool to see him do more
Yeah.
like Hulkish stuff.
His
Like, clearly he was capable of doing.
His power is comic relief. That's what his power
Yeah, it
was.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Sylvester,
fucking idiot.
Sylvester Stallone.
You know
used
what
on that.
You said power.
With
Give me a good one. A good rubber band.
Burping over here.
with Polka Dot Man, I love how they use the opportunity.
Oh no, no!
No, come on. He needs a redo.
Dude, no! You fucking
All
moved
right.
your hand, you dick face.
You moved your hand. I saw it.
Bullshit.
Dude,
I didn't
it's on
see anything.
camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Look at you did.
Nice.
Dang, that's
oh my
good.
gosh!
With Polka Dot Man,
Piece of garbage.
I like how like when he goes, he's like, she's everywhere about his mother.
Oh yeah,
And then you turn around and realize that everyone he sees is his mom.
If
Like
you,
the whole Suicide
if
Squad.
you go
Yeah.
back and zoom into that scene, even the little rat has glasses on.
No,
really?
Yeah.
really?
So good.
Yeah.
How have you
like,
only watched this
that's
twice?
so
and you
good.
realize that?
When I was watching it with you guys this time, I was literally like this
Mhm.
the whole time.
Looking
I was
for things.
looking for it.
God, what a cheat!
I like that rat. That was so. I like how
Yeah.
that ended.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think my
At
favorite.
least I didn't use this stuff as my words to set you guys up. I'm doing all right. I don't think I've gotten anything for a word yet.
You know, you're right. You loser.
I'm being a nice guy.
I'm good at
You are.
this.
I'm being really mean. I'm sorry. You're not.
No, that's okay. I'm a
I think
pussy.
I think my favorite interaction would have to be the rat and Idris Elba, just because
Yeah.
that's sweet.
When you
know?
first find out, like that scene in the
Oh,
woods.
rat. Dang.
fucking
Oh.
shit, bro. Thank God I'm not drinking this episode.
That scene in the woods where you see
You
what?
probably said rat too.
Yeah, no, but you didn't call me out for it.
I mean,
Oh.
you're gonna let me go? That wasn't that bad.
You can't.
Shut up.
if
He's
you-
lying. I think.
No, Danny, you
Whatever.
have to do it so that it's not touching. You can't like
All
press
right,
it over
move
his
on.
arm like that. But fuck you. Yeah, move on. Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, move on.
Fucking tried to. I keep trying to steer the conversation back to the fucking movie, and you're like, oh fucking the sister is fuck. Oh, it looks like my sister. And you're like, oh, did you finish? Yeah, I got fucking interrupted by you, jack off.
Okay.
Johnny's like Steve Carell. From
I'm
The
sick of this
Office.
shit, bro. I fucking hate you.
Johnny, if you don't let him finish a story, he starts to get like a little angry.
I remember when I was interrupting his joke the other day, and he was
Yeah.
just like, "No, let me finish. And I was just like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I was like, "Please, if I'm listening."
Go ahead, Johnny.
Look at his face.
But I like the scene where when you see Polka Dot Man like shoot all of this polka dots and they all go, oh no it was King Shark after he tried to eat Ratcatcher, and they start shooting. I like how he just was like shooting him and like actually I like how he actually like tried to kill him at first.
Yeah.
King Shark, like he was like, okay, so he's like actually dangerous, but they go and like obviously Peacemaker's in his underwear and stuff like that, and they see the rats. Idris Elba sees the rats for the first time. He's like, fuck, like he's this big like grizzly man, and then he just went like,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
scared of.
I like
rats
to keep the
for some
British
reason.
accent too.
yeah, that's fun.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
from, he's from
Yeah, he's English.
around there. I don't know where the fuck he's from, but he has
Okay.
naturally a British accent,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like for the first 20 minutes he was on screen, that like every reaction he had was just like, fuck.
God damn.
God fucking damn it! Like it literally every time was like, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Yeah, he saw like the real mole guy.
Is there anyone you would have liked to not see die in the beginning to see them go through the entire movie?
Boomerang.
Boomerang would have
Oh,
been
yeah,
so
Boomerang.
fucking funny if he
Yeah.
went to the end.
That's why I liked Harley
Even
Quinn
if he
and
died at the
Boomerang.
end, like he would have been fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
He was the best part of the first movie to me.
I didn't like Boomerang.
I liked him. He was a total dick. I like that shit. I like dick.
Dude, what the fuck? You keep going back to that.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Well,
I have to age restrict this video.
We're on the same
God.
wavelength over here. That's all I know.
Anyway, I didn't really like Boomerang in the first one. I mean, I didn't like the first one at all. I just think that's a problem. But I do like how even though we saw him for a very small amount of time, I feel like I understood his powers better in this one, and I also saw him used like better in this one.
I feel like the lethal aspect to it makes you understand the villains better.
Yeah, like
when a
oh wow, okay, that's pretty rough.
When when a
like,
villain
when you saw
can't
his
really
boomerangs-
act like a villain, it's like, all right, the hero's gonna win. But like when you
Yeah.
see them do that shit, you're just like, how's
Right.
you know, like for example, like the Flash is his main antagonist. You know, other than him running fast, but it's just like, how does he not figure out how to kill him already? Maybe he can make a boomerang
Yeah.
that moves as fast. I don't fucking know, but
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I like that.
it shows their real power. It's pretty cool.
yeah,
That's a good part about the lethalty.
I was thinking about like the scene where Harley Quinn like she gets schmoozed by the the president guy.
She gets dick
And
down.
she thinks-
Lays down the
yeah,
top of her.
she thinks that she thinks like in the scene I was thinking like, she's being really normal right now. Like what is going on? Why does she seem like she's sane? And then he turns around and starts talking.
I knew that
like,
was
I'm
gonna
gonna
happen.
kill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
As soon
gets,
as they-
he gets
Wait,
a
let me
rounded over
finish.
bullet
Let me
right in the
finish. Let me
heart.
finish. What the hell?
You're right. You're right.
Whoa.
And then he starts saying that, and then she just shoots him, and then she's like, I said I would do the healthy thing next time I saw a red flag and murder him.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
She
healthy
goes
Like
back.
I was
thing.
like, okay, there she
Healthy
is.
for
Like,
herself.
I was so
Yeah.
confused for a second. I was like, why is she being so normal? And then she just like shows that she's still insane no matter.
Well, it's like
what.
at the beginning when she gets back onto the plane. They're just like, "What are you doing back in prison?" She goes, "Oh, I got road rage inside of a bank."
Yeah,
It's just like, wait, what?
That was funny.
I had to think about
was a good
that.
one.
I like that. As soon as he was talking about the whatever it was called, like Jotunheim or whatever. As soon as he turns around and they cut to that shot, and it's like weirdly detached from the scene. You're like, oh, he's gonna get shot right there.
That's
And
what I
then-
thought,
But even
yeah.
though like I knew it was coming, I still went like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Jumped.
to jump onto when you said Jotunheim, for a movie that's like not meant to be, like continuity or
Yeah.
all that. It's obviously they keep the characterization, but then it's like they're doing a lot of world building. It's like he put Superman in the ICU for a kryptonite bullet.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
But then they also mention how
have no idea which
how
Superman, though.
Bloodsport and Rick Flag went to Kurak to kill that general. That's actually in the first comic,
Right.
and Jotunheim is in Kurak. So that what they did is they took
Mm.
that part of Jotunheim and they put it in Corto Maltese just for the movie, I guess. But then they made the rest of that story, the backstory for Bloodsport knowing Rick Flag originally.
right.
Which is pretty cool.
How do you know?
I was how like remind me of the Rick Flag thing. You know how when he gets stabbed in the chest and you see the heart animation? I feel like whoever was hired to do animation like that like had a ball in this movie because they also had, like a lot of the for Starros, how do you say that name? Starro. The animation for all the CGI for all like his organs, like I feel like they like were like, yo, we got the best guy for this. They did a really good job like showing all
The
that.
effects were
kind of shit.
very, very good.
Yeah. I really like that. But when he got stabbed in the heart, I was like, ooh, I don't. And I did like how when he died, he was like,
Well, that was some
Peacemaker,
Mortal
is that a
Kombat
joke?
type shit.
Yeah.
Like the heart scene, like
Yeah.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I hate shit. Like I like watching it, but at the same time, like it
God.
still makes you uncomfortable to think about
Yeah.
if it was you, like what that feels
Right.
like, you know,
Did
like
you-
a straight ceramic shard in your chest.
Yeah.
Did you see that
Can't
muscle
even
up that
imagine.
Peacemaker did?
Yeah, I saw that.
No.
Me and Danny were trying to do
What?
muscle ups at the beach yesterday.
Oh.
Remember when he goes on top of the roof?
Oh, yeah, he gets right up
him
there.
and
Oh, yeah,
Bloodsport,
he
he
just,
just boop. I
That
like
was
that.
awesome.
Hey, I was like, what the heck?
With
I wanted to turn
with
to you and
so
go,
much
look at that.
ease,
That was
Yeah.
great.
crazy.
Yeah, I can't do a muscle up.
I liked how
can
you know I
tell.
was confused.
Thank you.
I was confused. I did one, but it was bad form. But
Terrible form.
but what do you call it? When Harley Quinn, like they're shooting guns and stuff at like the eyeball, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, the eye's bulletproof. But then she uses the spear and like stabs right through it.
Maybe the javelin's made of something.
Yeah, I
don't
was
know.
gonna say like, wait a minute, because they didn't set up that it was like specially powered or anything. But for a second, I was second guessing myself. Like, would that like, well, how come all of a sudden that like it was strange.
Well, also King Shark, right? King Shark.
Yeah.
Also, like his teeth worked and the bullets didn't.
Oh, teeth.
Wow. That was a good one.
Wait,
I had to make
what were
sure
you
it's
saying
not
though
His
about
teeth worked to bite into the
Can I have
star,
someone else
but
do this
their
for me?
bullets
I
didn't.
don't even know how to do this shit.
right?
No.
Well, it's teeth,
don't-
but he's like
don't
a
let
yeah, but
anyone
he's
do
like
it.
a
Teach me.
he's the king of a
Yeah,
descendant of
teach
a
him how to
shark
do it.
god or
I
something.
I guess so, but
Ready?
or even
Like
e-
this.
hold on, don't explain on the mic. Explain off the mic.
Goes- it-
Even how when the jellyfish things like were biting King Shark, I was like, but their bullets
far as
didn't
you
work
can.
on King Shark. So why did their teeth work?
but
It's
as
like
far
and
on
I-
the end of
it's-
your
it
fingers.
doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense to me.
Farther on the end of the fingers.
Okay, come on.
No, farther
Oh
on
my
your end of the
gosh.
finger, so it stretches more.
Hurry up. They're for anyone just listening, they're trying to oh fuck.
Do it.
That wasn't that bad. I got them with fingers.
Oh, I got the thin one.
I
The
know
thin
what-
one's better. This one sucks.
let me
Listen,
not
that was my
finish, but let
first time.
me
Don't judge me.
I'm gonna judge you. I'm sorry. So I don't like how the teeth worked on on things, but bullets didn't. That doesn't make much sense to me. Like King Shark was bitten by the jellyfish things
Mhm.
when bullets didn't work. The star thing was what the fuck?
Bullet.
What
You'd
was
be
it?
hammered by
Bullet.
now.
What was it?
Bullet.
Oh my gosh! Try to slap me without talking about it. And
My
then the
bad.
King Shark was biting the star, and the bullets didn't work on it. So I didn't understand that.
Oh, he's a shark god. So
yeah,
it's-
but then how come he was getting he?
I don't
We
know.
keep going back in the same conversation. How come then the jellyfish things were biting the shark god?
Maybe the jellyfish things were magical too.
Well, I mean, if Starro's magical, Starro can
I know
hurt
I'm
him.
like nitpicking here, but I didn't.
No,
that
I
was
know.
Weird.
But to be fair, I don't even know what those jellyfish things were. That was just completely
Yeah.
James Gunn's imagination.
Yeah,
of
that was
like, Let's
weird.
make something that could hurt the shark god other
yeah.
than Starro itself.
I like how they made it so like I was like, wow, they managed to really put the shark in water in like like the 13th floor of a building, you know. Like not just throw him into a fish tank,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they made the whole thing. I thought he was gonna start
Oh.
like swimming around and being
Yeah,
really
like find a way into the
Mhm.
fish tank to hang out with them, and then they start ripping them apart.
yeah, and being
Gotcha.
like really elusive.
Do you guys remember the beginning when it showed us that second team going onto the beach with King
Oh,
Shark?
team.
And King Shark looked like a fucking idiot when he was swimming. He was like moving the water with his hands. Like, you're not a shark. You're an idiot. Okay, that one was bad. That one was bad. That one was
See?
bad.
It's the thick boy.
You guys are lucky I keep giving you the same hand.
It's the John
Um,
Cena rubber band.
So speaking of John Cena, I don't like. Did you guys want him to? Were you okay with him basically becoming a bad guy at the end, or were you kind of hoping he would like have to change a heart or something?
I think as soon as he said the line where he'd kill men, women, and children just to obtain peace,
Yeah.
the dick eating scene was pretty funny. But when he pretty much just said, "I'll kill anybody just so I know there's peace." I knew they were gonna use him for something like that. As soon as they were picking up the drive, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna not let them release that drive."
Right, and it's not him going evil, being like, "I'm gonna."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it's not
There's
like he
always a
just
scene-
shot Flag.
Right.
It's like he went there and he was like, "You're a hero. Don't make me do this."
Right, it wasn't a
Yeah.
scene in the movie
Like he was
where
he's a
he gets the
respectful
goal.
guy.
Right, like he gets the goal. And he's like, "I'm gonna keep this for myself." Like it's like that kind of like cheesy thing. He was actually like, "Okay, there's no way they can get past this without one of them dying."
Yeah, but before though, like when he was killing the rat woman, he had the gun pointed at her. And she said, "Why not destroy the flash drive or whatever? Why do you have to kill me?" He was gonna kill her no matter what.
Yeah, because you knew about it. He
Yeah,
didn't want
but
anyone to even say a
Yeah, he's
word about
thorough.
it.
Yeah, but he-
he's thorough.
yeah, but then he didn't want to kill Flag, but he was.
His
he-
Flag is a hero to him.
I
Maybe-
guess.
fucking
you
this
know,
rat
maybe
catcher
the
girl.
backstory of the character too. He's very American-esque. So it's
Why does this thing
maybe
look
he's
like
maybe he's a bit like
his symbol looks like
uh,
Wu-Tang Clan?
It does.
It's a it's a bird. It's a
It's
dove.
a dove.
Is it?
It's,
I had no
it's an
idea.
upside down dove,
I
but
had no idea.
it's similar. I'll
Oh,
give
yeah,
you
it
that.
looks like Wu-Tang.
Wait.
What?
You
I
guys
didn't
know what
even
Wu Tang
take-
is?
I didn't even take notice of the symbol, honestly.
Oh
It's-
yeah.
it's a-
oh,
it's a
we
dove.
also guys we
It's a
got
dove
comic
flying
book. We got
downward.
comic books at the theater. They just gave it to us. It was pretty awesome.
Pretty
for
solid
movie.
one.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, they got Jared Leto's Joker in there too, and a nice picture of him.
I feel like we could actually wrap up pretty early on this episode. I feel like I got everything out that I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
What do you about you guys? Like, you feel anything's left out?
No, it's just that movie it was exactly what it needed to be. And it's
Put it
just
into
a
one
nice movie you can
sentence
go
what
and
you
enjoy.
thought about it.
All right, one sentence. Go ahead.
You guys go.
Oh, I can't go first on that.
You already
I would
started.
say-
All right.
You going?
Yeah, sure. It was a fun, entertaining movie that I would see again, but I don't need to see again.
Okay.
I would like to see it again.
That was a good one. Go ahead, Danny.
Comical, straight out of a comic book. And also, it's like not in the way that Avengers is like feels like the fate of everything is depending on everything. Everything happens. Like this is just fun. You don't have to worry too
It's a
much.
nice side
about it.
story, I guess you're saying.
Yeah, it's not too heavy.
I just need 3 words. Easy to consume. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I'll say an it's what they should have done the first time in terms of giving it the R rating and having James Gunn giving him more creative freedom. It became what it was supposed to be for the first time.
Yeah.
I think they should push to make, like, for DC to be different. They should push for most of DC now to be R-rated. Honestly.
That'd be cool.
Can you imagine a Ben Affleck R-rated Batman movie?
I don't want all of them to be like. I don't want them.
No,
to
not
be,
all of them. Like, there's no reason for
not
Superman
that.
to be.
I'm okay with it being R-rated, but I'm saying I don't want them to be Marvel-esque. Where I like how DC is dark. I like it, man.
Exactly. So if they ride that wave and they if you gave Zack Snyder creative freedom to have an act, like, he makes his movies and they end up being R-rated when he's trying to make them PG-13. Can you imagine a Justice League that's like 300?
Right.
Or it's just like
Yeah.
you know, it's like
You
blood
might
and
get-
limbs everywhere, and it's just like, because
cool.
like
Yeah.
these are powerful characters. Like Batman
Yeah.
throws
Right.
an actual serrated, edged, bat-shaped batarang at people.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna go like a good 6 inches into your fucking meat. Like, it's
Yeah.
He's
how it
gonna
goes.
kill you. He's definitely killed people.
Ben Affleck's, yes, he does. I'm a fan.
Ben
of that,
Affleck's
though.
killed people.
I like that though.
Yeah.
I love that.
What were you gonna say, Johnny?
I feel like we're gonna get. There's a possibility we might get less R-rated stuff, especially after COVID. Like, we were starting to get more of it because more people were going to see R-rated movies like Deadpool.
They need the money again.
What's that?
Is that what you're saying? Like, they need
Yeah.
the money again.
Like this, like Suicide Squad, right? This is R-rated comic movie. It just it might not make its money back.
Well, it's also we also got to take into consideration that's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
And I feel like, the whole lawsuit going on with Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot more actors are going to be either less willing to do movies that are going to go to streaming only, or they're basically going to be like, I guess we don't have a choice and do streaming only movies. But that's what it's going to come down to where all these big streamers are going to be like, we're going to make streaming only movies because that's all we can do right now, and they're going to lose a lot of money doing that. So it's like something's going to give. Because like you're saying, I don't think, especially with the R rating, but they're not going to make their money back that substantially.
You're losing a big chunk of audience by not having it be.
But also, if they're
PG-13.
putting it on streaming allows for more creative freedom.
Does it?
The Irishman, 3.5 hours.
No, but I mean like for like these franchise movies.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're talking about they're moving to a more streaming type release,
Yeah.
That means there'd be more freedom for them to do what they want because they don't have to adhere to the audience of a box office audience. Like the confines of making a movie for a box office that like for the theaters is different than for just people watching it at home.
I mean,
because like if you because theater times, right? If let's say you have a 3-hour movie, you can get less screenings in a day than you could with a 2.5-hour movie. But if you have streaming, you can make that 3 hours.
Yeah, but then I'm like, because the metric is just like you don't.
The what?
You're not gonna make the same amount of money if it's only on streaming.
Right.
Right. So I feel like there's like a trade off there, but the only thing I'd not totally disagree with you on, but the thing I'd like to add into that is that I don't think they would have as much creative freedom as you think for the franchise movies like the Marvel, the DC, or like the Lord of the Rings TV show coming out. Like I don't think they'll have that creative freedom for that kind of stuff. But for things like The Irishman, yeah, sure, of course. Would you see that in theaters? Probably not. Like no one's gonna see that in theaters unless they're really into that director and that kind of story. But for the superhero movies, like the big franchise movies, I feel like there's still gonna be a lot of restrictions.
It's a big difference
say
when you
that-
have a 3
yeah, but I
to
didn't say
4 hour
there'd be
movie.
none.
It's a big
No, I know
difference
you
when you
said-
have a
I
3
know
to 4 hour movie and one's a spectacle and one's like this is a crime drama based on the mob.
It's a bad.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just like if it's like for example The Irishman. You know if it's like they even had like a 4. There's 3.5 hours, right?
Right.
They had a 4.5 hour version. We'd be like, oh, this movie's gonna be a fucking drag. But then when you
Right.
knew there's gonna be a 4-hour Snyder cut, it's just like, oh, this movie's gonna be epic.
Right,
and,
Snyder
and
Cut,
it
that's
was.
a studio movie. It was 4
It was.
and length and runtime in the final cut is one of the biggest aspects of creative freedom in a movie.
So you think if it went to streaming, not only but like primarily streaming, they'd be longer and more like
they'd be allowed
risky?
to go. They'd be allowed to go longer.
they'd be allowed to go longer and they'd be more risky, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. I could understand that. I think not as much for the franchise movies, but I do understand, especially the length thing.
Right.
I get that. I don't know if I'd like that though, only because
Yeah, me neither.
and it's not that like I'd be missing the experience of the theater. It's just that I feel like that sounds so cool. Risky movies, long movies, yes, but something's gonna give. And I can't imagine. Cause what would the reason for this lawsuit going on with Disney right now with Scarlett Johansson and what's the other person, about not getting
Stone.
Emma Stone, not getting enough money for their films. Like this is I although I'm not into
Also, they made $20 million.
I know. But I kind of think it's
right.
like it's gonna be a huge benchmark for streaming and like A-list actors right now.
Right.
It is, but they're gonna need a better cut because that's what happened with ScarJo and
Yeah.
Emma Stone.
So so either the studios give them more money or we're gonna get less quality in terms of acting.
Well, the thing with ScarJo is she was, guaranteed like 50 million more, and if they didn't have it on the streaming services first, so, but that's contract. Like it was all on contract. Like that's no reason to complain. Like 20 million is probably really enough.
Oh
but,
hell yeah, absolutely.
but like she was just like, well, I signed on for this to do this shit since 2012. It's like I want my other.
It is
50
kind of
million.
Yeah.
I've been here riding out this character for how many years has it been? More than 10 years.
a
Yeah,
lot.
it's like a character that she put a lot of
She
time
made the
in.
character.
Yeah, she did.
She probably loves that
Oh, she made it,
character.
all right.
Shut the fuck
Oh yeah.
up.
She made it well.
Should I do my movie recommendation?
Yeah, give us your movie recommendation.
In the spirit of ragtag teams.
I was gonna put that as a word, but I did you a
I
favor.
didn't say it.
I did you a favor.
I love a good ragtag team. This is also like this is a weakness. Like I was gonna like this movie no matter what because I love good ragtag teams.
I knew that.
But obviously this movie is like inspired by movies like The Dirty Dozen, but I haven't seen The Dirty Dozen, so I'm gonna put Slapshot. I don't know if don't know if I've recommended this before, but Slapshot 1997, rated R, 2 hours and 3 minutes. It's Paul Newman, George Roy Hill directed it, written by Nancy Dowd. And it's a failing ice hockey team finds success with outrageously violent hockey goonery. So they just don't play to win; they just play to kill the other team.
Oh, that's nice.
And in order to get profits up, because their team is going to get sold.
Oh, it's like
Dude, it's so amazing. It's so great. When I watched it by myself, and it was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. If I watched it with like my friends, I can't even imagine
How
how
long
much I
ago?
would have laughed. What?
did you watch
Just a
it?
few months ago,
Oh, only a few months ago.
like last year. Yeah,
And what year is it?
1977. And it's rated R, so now the funny thing, I'm not gonna say it on here, but like they're always like they find these new brothers to put on the team, and they're just like these absolute idiots, or as they say back in the day,
I might have to mute that.
Yeah.
well, just cut it out.
Hate crimes on here.
Yeah, but it's such a great movie, dude. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I would definitely recommend it.
Okay. Well, and can we find it anywhere? Do you have to buy it or rent it?
It's probably like $2 to rent if it's from
Yeah, that's-
1977.
I think I don't know where I think no, you have to
Probably
rent it somewhere. I
Got
think
a
I got it from the
Redbox around
library.
here?
Get things from the library.
Blockbuster.
If you want to watch a movie for $3, look at the library.
That's a good point, actually.
I'd use that all the time. I've saved so
Do
much
they have
money.
Blu-rays there?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, they do. I've got to. What?
Libraries for books.
You ever heard of Netflix?
Libraries for books.
You ever heard of Netflix?
Yeah, you could probably type that in Netflix. It's probably on there.
Go try to find Slapshot on Netflix.
Netflix has a bunch of stuff on it. that
All
you wouldn't
right,
expect.
guys. Let's say the words we used and the ones we didn't use.
Well, I used all my words.
Jesus Christ, Kelly didn't use any of his words.
I used two. I got you both times.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Okay.
I didn't.
Maybe I am drunk.
I didn't take
I
any.
said gun, rats,
Oh.
dragged, which I missed him saying it.
Dragged.
Yeah,
When did I
'cause
say that?
you were talking about like I knew you were gonna say like this movie was long, but it like never felt like it was.
Oh, we
dragging.
got you fucking dialed in.
Yeah. I said it before.
Yeah, because he said in the car, Will Smith and Bullet, and I only didn't use dragged.
Go
I
ahead.
love that we both put Will Smith.
I hate you guys.
Well, I missed the premise of the game until you guys got me with like 3 shots in a row. So I missed fight, guns, and I put design, but then I got you twice, and it was teeth and team.
Keith and team. Go ahead, Johnny.
I did all of them.
You said them already? Like, did you say them though? Say
Oh yeah, I've used. Okay.
Yeah, same.
I put Peace, Blood, Will Smith, Powers. I thought that said Poverty. Powers and First.
I had the ones that I called you guys out on were Stars, Comic, and Beer. The other ones were Dead and Cock because you told me to write it down.
I say cock a lot.
You said Dick. No, you never said Cock. You kept saying Dick.
Cock.
You know I could still call you on it because we didn't stop recording.
Yeah.
No, I already said the word. It's okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Next week or a couple of days actually, we're watching Free Guy, so get ready for that one. I think that's it. All right. See you later.
Peace.
Baker.